Hello friends, today we are going to continue the opening series video which we put a while ago. The first video about opening was to develop pieces and all other opening principles, and I have told you that I will cover the remaining opening principles in this video. So this video is all about what we should not do in openings, chess openings. So in the previous video we have discussed the opening principles which tells us what should we do in openings, and this is about the don'ts of opening chess openings. So let's start out one by one. First mistake beginner players do is they don't actually find a plan, or don't really understand why they are moving the pieces, and so the first common mistake is moving too many pawns, and you don't have to move too many pawns. So that's one opening principle. Typical beginner mistake it is. They move too many pawns like this, and yeah, it does nothing good, and it also violates the principle that we should develop pieces in openings. So you should not do that. And the second opening principle which we should not do is bringing our queen early. Most people do this because for the sake of the scholar's mate, I think, because people do like this, and after this they develop the bishop, and they checkmate their opponent like this. But for this trap alone we cannot be dependent on. You should not bring queen early in the game, because that will be subject to attack, and your opponent will gain lead in development. So beginners should understand this, and should not bring the queen early. And the other mistake which beginners do is moving the same piece twice. like uh, like I don't know how they come to move their pieces twice, but we should not actually move the pieces again and again. Okay, so he has moved the knight from f3 to d2 to b3, but it has no idea. So these are all the mistakes which commonly players do. And if let's say in here, after knight f3 d5, let's say people develop the knight, but after he attacks the knight with this pawn, and now we have to move our knight somewhere, because it's attacked, and we should not say that opening principle says that we should not move our pieces twice, but it's necessary in here to move the piece, because that will, if we do not move, then our knight is gone. So in here it's important to move the knight. All opening principles have exceptions, and good player will understand the exceptions and use them in their own advantage. But for the general idea, opening principles helps us to understand what we can do in openings, and it's all about chess. Chess is all about exceptions, I should say that. So you will learn when you become a good player, but until then you can follow the basic opening principles. So yeah, let's consider the fourth mistake which people usually do. That is blocking their central pawns. People usually do that, and even intermediate players do that, I think. They develop the bishop in here. It actually doesn't increase the piece activity of the bishop, but also it hinders the development of this bishop. This bishop cannot really develop along this diagonal. It has to be developed along this, I think. So that may take a move extra. So people do this mistake again and again, and even in intermediate players they do some like this. So that's a mistake. You don't have to block the central pawns, these two pawns. You should not block them with your minor pieces. And The other mistake is actually not a mistake, but usually what opening principle says is we should have to develop our knights first and then the bishops. So that's the opening principle. People here developing the knight first is a good move, but developing the bishop is not that bad. But as an opening principle, you have to develop your knight first, and it can be either two way, but preferably knights are going to come first, because knight are short range pieces, so they have to come earlier in the game to be effective. That's why knights have to come earlier. And the last one is you should not be greedy, and you should never be greedy in openings, at least for the pawns. Like I'll show you. This is called as the Danish Gambit, and white sacrifices two pawns, and you can accept the two pawns like this, but as a beginner or as an intermediate player, I will not recommend you to do like this, because you are accepting two pawns and being greedy, and you have to know accurately what to do next when white has a big initiative right now, because he has given up two pawns, and his pieces are ready to attack, and our pieces aren't developed still now. So definitely white has an initiative, and if you don't know what to do next accurately, then you will get into trouble easily. So the last one is don't be greedy, and that's the opening principles which I wanted to tell you. So if you haven't watched the previous video, check out our channel, and I will provide the link in the description also, so you can check it out. And this was the don'ts of openings, chess openings. Okay, I hope you understand this video, and please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and we will discuss more of specific openings in other videos. So you will surely like our content, and I will meet you soon in the next video. Thank you.